Hey, this is David with Froggy Fly, and in this video, we're going to cover the pro features for the MultiPage Auto Advance plugin for Gravity Forms to turn your boring multi-page or multi-step form into an auto-advancing form that's great for different things like quizzes, polls, onboarding forms, and other things. So taking a look at this, what you have available with the Pro version is, of course, the basic features as well. So you get the basic auto advance for drop downs, radio buttons, and the auto submit form. But with the Pro version, we also add the hide next and previous buttons, as well as the submit button. It works with polls, quizzes, and surveys. And then we can also enable conditional logic so that it will only auto advance when certain things are selected. And then we have animated transitions. So we're going to go ahead and go through hide, next, previous, and submit all the way down to animated transitions. If you'd like to see the basic features, go ahead and find the other video, which I've included in the description of this one, that just has the basic features and how they work. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So I've already set up a basic form here, which is just auto advanced testing, or is the name of the form and the page. So let's first go jump into the form itself. All right, so I'm going to click edit on here. And you'll see at the top, we've got what is your first name, what is your email, and this is the first page. We've got a page break, and on the second page, we've got, is this your first time here? And then we've got, what country are you from? So that's our third page, okay? I'm going to go ahead and click on the settings for radio button, which works with the Pro version. Scroll down to Auto Advance, and you'll see I've already got the Auto Advance form enabled so that when this one is selected on the front end, it just advances to the next page. But let's go ahead and hide the previous button on this one. And actually, let's hide the next button. We'll keep the previous button. And then on what country are you from, we're actually going to hide the next button, the submit button. Actually, it would be the submit button, and we're going to hide the previous button so that no buttons show for this particular one. Let's go ahead and save the form and then jump over to the front end. And we have, what is your first name? Go ahead and fill that out. What is your email address? support@froggyfly.com. Click next. And now you'll see for our radio button, we only have the previous button available. So I've hidden the next button, but this way they can go back to that previous page if they need to. So we'll click yes. And then you'll see we have no buttons on this next step. I'm going to go ahead and choose a country, and then it's going to auto submit the form. And that's it. So that is the hiding of the buttons that is available with the Pro version of MultiPage Auto Advance for Gravity Forms. Okay, but let's go ahead and add another question on here in the second page. Okay, now we're going to say for this particular one, scroll back up to General, and we'll pick have you visited more than twice? So we're going to set up conditional logic so that if somebody clicks no, then this will be the next thing to show up. Have you visited more than twice? Okay. So let's go ahead and turn on our conditional logic for this one. And we're going to put, is this your first time here? If it's no, then it will show up. Okay, and then we're going to turn on our auto advance for this one. And then this is all just going to remain the same. All right. So we will auto advance, hide next submit button, hide the previous button. Now let's go ahead and save the form. And one more step that we need to do within settings. Form settings, we need to be on the Pro version. And save. All right. So let's go ahead back into edit, save form, and then we'll just jump to the front end and take a look. So David support at froggyfly.com. Next. So I click no. Have you visited more than twice? Yes. Okay, so that's the conditional logic feature with Gravity Forms. Now, if we go back to that, we'll just have to start over again since I've got those buttons hidden. David support at froggyfly.com. If I click yes, then it's going to go ahead and auto advance. Okay. So that's how you set up your auto advance or your conditional logic functionality with MultiPage Auto Advance. So we're still telling it to auto advance if yes is selected. But if no is selected, we're telling it, well, we're going to display this one more question first, and then we will auto advance once a selection is made there. Okay. And then, of course, the last one. And there we go. So that is our conditional logic. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our animations. So I'm going to do steps here. And we will call this step 1, step 2, step 3. All right, save that. Now let's go back over to our auto advance settings. And we're going to enable our animations. Okay. So you saw before, there was no animation between each step. It just sort of displayed the next one. But what we're going to do now is we're going to tell it each time to slide left when a selection is made. And then you also have the ability to change your step colors. Okay, so we can do our inactive step colors, our active step colors, and then our completed step colors as well. All right. Okay, now I've just got these set up right now so that they're just kind of on a default. We'll leave it like that for now. And I'm going to go ahead and clear my cache just to make sure that we're not caching anything when we start doing this. So let's go ahead and flip back over to our form. Okay. So now, David, what is my email address? Support at froggyfly.com. We'll click next. And you see it slides through. Okay, our step colors are also changing up top here. This is my first time here. Again, let's put no. Have you visited more than twice? Yes. What country are you from? And there we go. Okay, so in that one we saw the step colors and the auto advanced settings area, as well as the animations. Now you can choose between slide left, slide up, and then fade. Those are your three options here. And then, of course, you can fully customize your colors just by choosing the options that you want. It makes it really easy. All right. Now, if you're interested in, if you're new to Gravity Forms or just new to WordPress and you're creating a website for yourself, I highly recommend checking out Beaver Builder and then the ultimate add-ons for Beaver Builder. This makes it extremely easy to style all these other elements of the form, so your text, your fields, and things like that. I'll go over that just briefly for you so that you can kind of see how that works. So typically, if you want to control your styling for your forms and things like that, you'd have to start doing CSS or get a different plugin. But this just makes it really easy to change these things without having to do a whole lot. So, for example, we can just change our text, size of the text, color, and then we can also change our fields, padding in our fields, the height. So if I wanted to make these fields 70 pixels, a lot larger, I can do that. If you're going to show the placeholder or not, and then the color of the text within your fields. Your border style, you can control a radius with this, which makes it nice and easy. So anyways, I highly recommend checking that out. It will make your form styling process much better, and it will make a much better looking form, much more professional looking. And I've got those links in the description below if you're interested in checking that out. So that's it for the Pro. Let's make sure we covered everything. Oh yeah, we've also got polls, quizzes, and surveys. This essentially works with the radio buttons that controls polls, quizzes, and surveys, as well as your drop-down options. I'll go ahead and add one of those in the back end just so you can see. So we'll put this on the second page. So if we go down to add fields, you've got some other fields in here if you've signed up with the Gravity Forms license that enables polls, quizzes, and surveys. All right, so I've got, I think we've gone ahead and enabled polls in here for now. So I'll just drop that poll in here, and I'm going to get rid of this one. And you'll see that within your polls, it gives you options here, drop downs, radio buttons, and checkboxes. It will not work with checkboxes unless you have the Plus version of MultiPage Auto Advance, which allows you to select how many checkboxes should be selected before it auto advances. But it will indeed work with drop downs and radio buttons as usual. Now, the basic version will not work with your polls. So if you want to use polls or quizzes or surveys, you're going to have to get the Pro version of the MultiPage Auto Advance plugin. All right, if you have any questions about any of that or any pre-sale questions, need some clarifications, just go ahead over to multipagepro.com, live chat with me if I'm on there, or go ahead and leave me a message by going to the support page, and then I will get back to you. Normally respond within 24 hours. If you have any questions, I look forward to speaking with you.